So one of the things that I do is expand my relationship with each individual client that I work with. So we I may begin with a client who says, you know what, I want to purchase one rental property. And
Mm,
then our relationship grows into not just they're purchasing one rental property, but because of our experience, they're able to purchase more. And then maybe they're able to flip. And then we also talk about their total investment portfolio and then how this real estate mixes in with that. So it's not one discussion. I really broaden my relationship.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds. Excited to be here today. I have another fantastic guest, and I like when I talk to this gentleman, one of his main objectives is to satisfy his clients. And when he satisfies them, the clients, they start to refer people to him. But what most likely most of the time is going to happen is that because that client is so satisfied, they're going to keep coming back and coming back and coming back and coming back and come. Yeah, y'all get the point, right? So he is very good at establishing relationships with people where they want to hold on to him and continue to use his resources, use his expertise, and use his knowledge. And so I'm excited for us to peek through the lens of Mr. Anthony Coleman. Mr. Anthony, how you doing today, sir?
Hey, I'm doing wonderful. And thank you very much for setting up this podcast and inviting me out. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. My pleasure. Thank you for answering the call. Thank you for being our expert for the day, right? Like nobody can do what you do like you. It's not you against nobody else. It's you against yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so you are the expert today. I thank you for being here. And Mr. Anthony, I'll be honest, man, I want to dive in. I want you to tell the people what your main focus is these days. Also, take us, if you don't mind, take us a little on an origin story of kind of how you got started into real estate. We would love to hear that if you're open to that. And then tell us what markets you're operating in. And so, Mr. Anthony, sir, you have the floor.
Sure. And just to reintroduce myself, my name is Anthony Coleman with NB Elite Realty. I operate in the North Texas region, which would include Dallas, Fort Worth, those surrounding counties. So that's Dallas County, Tarrant County, Collin County, and Ellis, Johnson, all of those around. So I will, in a year, sell across 5 counties.
Mm-hmm.
Two markets being some of the largest in the country, that being Tarrant and Dallas County. And locally, we recognize ourselves as the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. My origin story. So I've been an agent now. It'll be 12 years as we close out this year. And when I started as an agent, I was investing in rental properties. And my wife said, well, since you're investing in rental properties, why don't you just go get your license? So being a dutiful husband, I did what she said. I went out and I was licensed in about, I don't know, 7-8 months.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Now, at that time, I was working full time and on call 24 hours. So that very first year, I only sold one deal. The next year, sold 2 deals or assisted clients in selling 2 deals. The following year, 4, and then rolling into about the 5th year, my production exploded. Now that allowed me to make the argument with my wife that I could go out and do this on my own as an agent, and so now I operate solely as a real estate agent, servicing my clients' needs, other than what I do investment wise.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's sort of where this deal began. My primary focus has been, again, in that North Texas area, primarily working with investors because my background and experience has been in analyzing deals, understanding how to profit through those deals, operating within the numbers, and then assisting my clients in making sales. So on the front end, assisting them in how to design and capture a deal. On the back end, then selling those deals. And so we do a pretty good job at taking care of our clients, primarily as a team. It's me, my admin, and my transaction coordinator.
Absolutely love it, Mr. Anthony. Listen, it's always our wives, right? That's pushing us, challenging us. You know,
Right.
we have these visions, we have these plans, and it's like they come in with quality assurance and like, well, listen, if you would do it this way or listen. So I love it, man. I love that you included that in your story because that's the important part. Um, so this is what I say. I say this probably once every episode. Destiny has no wasted moments. Meaning, like, as we go through life, there are things that happen that make us who we are. And then we hold on to it and we can look back and see how that iteration of us has helped us be who we are today.
Right.
And so, with that being said, are there personal strategies that you have picked up throughout your years that you know continue to help you as a businessman, as a man, period, today? Are there core strategies that you know, like, yeah, this definitely helped me. This helps centers me. This helps me get my mind clear. This helps me focus on the target, the goal. So are there personal strategies that you know have helped you and continue to help you today?
Sure. And so this comes from my years working for a couple of different Fortune 500 companies at the time. So what they had that I needed was they had infrastructure and day-to-day activities that needed to be performed for you to be successful. Now, when I broke off and started my real estate business, what I didn't have was infrastructure and day-to-day functions because I was the sole, if I didn't decide to get up and do a core set of things every day, who knows where the money is going to come from.
Yeah.
So then I had to design processes so that I could follow those. And when my numbers were off, I could look back to those processes and tell why I wasn't being successful. So that meant that I needed to wake up on a daily basis, journal, as we had discussed before.
Yeah.
I needed to read, write, and have written down what exactly I should do so that I could be successful. And then if things were off, I could look back to my journaling day by day to understand what I was not doing.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
And then what did I need to pick up or redesign? Because I built this for to the large part on my own. And even if you go to a training course, if you're working on your own, you don't have to follow the processes in those training courses. There's no one other than my wife, right? Snapping
Yeah.
who's cracking the whip and saying you have to do these things every day.
Yeah.
Right. And so your numbers tell you whether you are doing those things properly every day. And so I needed to journal, write, document, read, stay on top of things to understand and then have a reference to go back to so that from that I could build infrastructure, from that I could know whether I'm on track or off track.
Yeah. No, I absolutely love it. I love the self-aware um, perspective of you to be able to journal, to be able to confront the data that you've seen, right? So for 2026, I really don't do resolutions as much, but I'll be honest with you, when God brings the idea to me of something I need to be more disciplined in, I listen. And he seemed like he does that at the end of every year. For 2026, he told me to be curious. So I want you to be curious. I want you to be curious of why you're angry. I want you to be curious of your finances, why you're not hitting your financial goals. And so me being more curious definitely allows me to write things down. But some things, when I get the data, sometimes I'm scared to confront what's right in front of me.
Sure.
And so confrontation is not a dirty word. It means just literally turning your feet towards the problem that's right in front of you. You have to confront it. You can't run away from it. And so for 2026, top thing I'm doing is being curious. And I'll be honest with you, I gotta be honest with you, Mr. Anthony. I'm working on the confrontation part. Like you can't be scared of the data. And so I love how you talk about keeping a journal, taking information, being journalistic, being curious, asking yourself the hard questions. And thank God we have a helpmate because if we're scared to, well, I'll put it on me. If I'm scared to confront it, I got a wife to be like, well, you better turn back around, look at that list, and let's put your feet towards how we gonna fix this thing. And so I love everything you said, man. I think it's really a positive outlook that people can take from this and really, find a way to kind of shift their perspective a little bit. So I appreciate you sharing, man.
Sure. No, absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah,
It's good.
absolutely, sir. So listen, let me ask you this. Has it been easy as you've been building your brand, building your success, putting systems in place? Has it been easy or have you rubbed up against some adversity as you was building?
So certainly, no, I've definitely rubbed up against adversity as I've been building. So I think in situations like these, or, maybe it's just me,
Oh,
because um, I'm a creative person. And in that creativity, I like variation. So my nature um, drives me towards wanting getting bored with these exact same thing every day. So
yep,
that
yep, yep.
adversity is, even though I want change, it's to do the same thing every day so that I know what needs adjustment. And so then those adjustments come from challenging what I believed to be true yesterday,
Mm,
what I believed to be an effective way of doing things the day before. And
yeah,
so it's not, I'm bored.
yeah,
And so now I want variety, and that
right,
driving the change because that may or may not uh, yield sales.
yeah,
So
yeah.
And then look, having that documented.
Yep.
So, but because I like variety, I don't tend to want to go directly back to the data point
Yeah.
for my.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
New opportunity. I want
Yeah.
it to be exciting.
Yeah.
So I look for areas outside of my business for that level of excitement or those opportunities. So for a client, because I work with investors, some of that variety comes from assisting an investor with some design principles on a new project. So
Yeah.
I'm a real
Okay.
estate agent. That's not my job,
Gotcha.
but that may give me some variety that grows my interest and is
Yeah.
fun for me.
Yeah.
And it gives a value add to my client.
Mm.
And so
Mm.
my client may not have to pay a designer for some of my ideas that I know work on a project. And then I get out, and experience some new project by offering a service that they
Yeah.
then didn't have to pay for. And so that differentiates me from other agents in the field and while creating some excitement for me that I absolutely need or
Yeah.
or I just get bored with the activity. But
Yeah.
keeping keeping that structure around my business so that I know where my profits are coming from at the same
Mhm.
time.
Mhm. Man, the more you talk, man, the more I continue to love the way you think, man, and just for you to be self-aware enough of yourself, to do a self-audit enough on yourself, to say, listen, this is my core. This is what was going to keep me structured, was going to keep me in place, but enough to know that I also need this excitement. And let me not be reckless with it. Let me find different ways that's actually going to tie back to me helping my client, but also something I can feed my endorphin and my dopamine hit. And so no, I hear you, brother. Like all of it makes total sense. And I appreciate the self-awareness. I appreciate the honesty and the authenticity. Because I think that's the thing. And I'm gonna say a word, hopefully it don't scare people, but that's the thing. Like mastery of yourself. And when I just say mastery, just knowing who you are, knowing the way you're wired, knowing your tools, and bringing that to your clients and to your business is everything. And that way, you're not trying to slam a round peg into a square hole. You know what works for you, and you can master yourself and help your clients and be disciplined and look at the data and be structured all at the same time. And so I love everything I'm hearing from you, man. I really, really do.
Thank you.
So let me ask you this, Mr. Anthony, what's the next real goal for you? Like, what are you looking to solve or scale next? What's next for you, sir?
No, you said it perfectly there when you said scale. So one of the things that I do is expand my relationship with each individual client that I work with. So we I may begin with a client who says, you know what, I want to purchase one rental property. And
Mm.
then our relationship grows into not just they're purchasing one rental property, but because of our experience, they're able to purchase more. And then maybe they're able to flip. And then we also talk about their total investment portfolio and then how this real estate mixes in with that. So it's not one discussion. I really broaden my relationship with an individual client so that I'm working all the time. Investors tend to need multiple deals a year, whereas one person who wants to buy one home for their family is going to do that once every, 7 years maybe. So my opportunity is to grow a team that
Mm.
can do just that. So while I'm focusing on the investment aspect, my team is focusing on those new clients that do need an individual home for their family. So it's
Okay.
not just that I work with investors who do work multiple deals a year, I touch through my advertising, through my yard signs, through my relationships, and then people who may refer me, lots of people in a year. And so I want to build a business that can service all of those clients that come to me. And then we'll build that as a team. So I've added a new team member late last year. We just had discussions with a new team member this year. And so it's about growing their expertise so that we are able to service more clients in a responsible way that does the exact same thing that I did with the other clients is in terms of building a long, um, fruitful relationship in which they'll refer all their business, friend
Hmm.
businesses, all that back to our team.
Good. Good. So listen, I just want to drive the point home. I'm going to put the cherry on top because you and I, we've been talking, backstage, and now we're talking here on camera. And people don't know, but you started the conversation out talking about relationships, and now we're winding down and you talking about relationships. And so I just want to put the bow on top, drive the point home. So I'm gonna ask you, how important is building relationships to you? Is it imperative? What's your outlook on building relationships?
Sure. So that is the business,
Mm,
right? So as I had a discussion with the new agent yesterday, it is without those relationships, you aren't making a sale.
mm,
So that's where you start, that's where you end, and that's what you grow every day
yeah,
are those client relationships.
mm,
Because we are in the business of finding people who want to who trust us to help with their in many cases it's the largest transaction they'll make in their life over the lifetime of many of the clients that I service.
yeah,
That is how they feed themselves, their family. That's how they create legacy. That's how they have moved to really free themselves from the rat race uh, of daily working for larger businesses and their processes. Well, I have been a key part of what it's taken to help them to be profitable day in, day out, year over year. And it's that relationship built through trust. That's the most important part about it.
mm,
And
mm,
so if they don't trust me enough to send business my way, well,
mm,
then I suffer and they suffer.
mm.
So, and also, I don't have a business without those relationships.
Yeah.
And so, first, I need to make sure that they're confident in the service that I provide. Then, past the confidence, I need to perform.
Mm.
And so, that performance for those clients it's everything that it takes to be successful in this business.
So listen, man, if you wind up, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call you, and I wrote this down. I'm gonna call you the relationship guru.
There
And
we
I'm gonna
go.
tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because one, you have not stopped talking about relationships. Relationship has been your through line even before we started recording. You talked about how to take one relationship and kind of multiply that and turn that one into maybe 10 transactions just based on the one relationship. But you talk about building relationship in an authentic way and in a way that's like you said, built on trust. So obviously you value the relationship with other people and you do it in an ethical, right, authentic way, but you also talked about the relationship with yourself. You talked about sitting down, writing, looking at the data of what helps you, and then even noticing what you need extra that may not be on the table. And so I wish I could remember the guy last name. I'm gonna call him Coach Lynch. My wife told me this statement, and it's really helped me out. She said, and she got this from Coach Lynch: when you lie to yourself, you truly have nobody else you can trust. And so you started talking about trust, right? And when you sit down and audit yourself, write these things down, when you do your journaling, you are committing to not lying to yourself, to look at the data and say, this is what it is. Let's build a structure around what we see. That way I'm not lying to myself. And so that's why I say I'm gonna call you relationship guru because you value relationships, you value the trust of relationship, which is not the trust of relationship with other people, the trust of the relationship with yourself. And that's the most valuable thing. And I think that's what people miss sometimes. And so Man, I really appreciate you being here. If someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, how can they get in contact with you, sir?
Sure. So there are a couple of different ways. One, you can go to my website and reach out through that, and that is Mr. Coleman, REA.com. Again, Mr. Coleman, REA.com. That stands for real estate agent, Mr. Coleman, real estate agent, .com. You can email me also at Anthony at Mr. Coleman, REA.com. And yeah, those are the initial primary ways. You can reach out to me directly, see what properties I have that we're marketing through my website. Absolutely.
Well, listen, Mr. Anthony, first, thank you for your time because time is a precious commodity for each and every last one of us. We all should have the value and the privilege to see how we want to give people our time, right? So, time, number one value. Thank you for your story. Thank you for the way you shared your story, walking us through the different iterations of your life and then your business and how, the origin story. So, definitely appreciate that. And lastly, thank you for your perspective. Thank you for the way you think and bringing that mindset to this platform. I believe you have sprinkled enough seeds so somebody can have a mindset shift, maybe around what they're facing today in their business. And so I appreciate you being here today, sir. Thank you so much.
Sure. And thank you very much. All right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So listen, y'all can't tell me you didn't get the value from Mr. Anthony. Definitely check him out. Look at the show notes, get in contact with him. But definitely make sure you are subscribed here because you do not want to miss out on these amazing conversations that we're going to continue to have with amazing people just like Mr. Anthony. So, sir, thank you again. And to everyone else, we'll see you on the next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.